Please welcome PaPo Swiggity.
Mi gente, ¿cómo se sienten? It is a beautiful day to be Puerto Rican in New York City. You hear me? Beautiful day. Listen, the reason that I'm here is because people believed in me when I was young, and so I pay that forward. I come from grandparents that came from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. They didn't speak English. They came to Brooklyn. I never knew I was poor. I never knew I was poor. You know why? Because they gave me love. They gave me love to the day they died, and they said that is their investment. That is what you're going to pay forward to the world. I am here today because I have one of my best friends who was he was on roller skates going through East New York, right? And I used to catch him. We used to go to school together, and he used to wear these pins that had young lords on them. And I was like, "Better, what's that? Better, what's a young lord?" And he took me to his house, and he showed me the picture of the young lords taking over the Statue of Liberty with the big, beautiful flag. And I said, "Pero qué es eso?" And he said, "I'm going to introduce you to the National Congress of Puerto Rican Rights." And then I learned what it is to be a Puerto Rican activist. I also learned from my uncle. My uncle was just this guy that played congas in the park. He used to go down to Brooklyn, and he just play it out. And then he told me that my family came from a long line of musicians in Puerto Rico that were Afro-bomba musicians, and that I needed to look it up, the Nate family. So this is how I knew. What I'm about is unconventional spaces and non-traditional teachers. I think that our education, the education of what that flag represents, of who we are, does not solely exist in the institutions like colleges. It can exist on the street level if we band together and teach ourselves who we are. Do you hear me? Yeah.